It's so cursed. And like it sends it to private every time too. Like when we bumped to full bars, it disconnected the stream from it. But like when I just like that speed test I've been talking about this whole time, it changed like where my internet was coming from. It's very weird. We don't need to bother giving it to Sosuke because he's dying and coming back. Yeah, that'll work. Which, speaking of, I think he's probably... we also should have moved Mao up. With that in mind. That's fine. It's fine. At the very least, we can. I would just like to be able to clear this scenario this turn. Or if we can't clear, we can at least get close to where the Garen boss fight was. Yeah, okay. Here's a focus. We have a support here. Okay, you need a... We will spend a focus also. Oh no, that was wrong. We should have spent a strike because we're getting 20 extra from the support attack. That's fine. Perhaps turn the attack animations off. That's okay. Why does it say no data though? I think YouTube just hates me. Okay. Fourth time's the charm. 17 times the charm. Oh, man. Thank you for sticking with me. I really appreciate it. Okay. I just want to at least clear a scenario. We've been pretty cursed with streams recently, though. It's been, like, pretty... If we're getting the support defense, we may as well try and kill. Or not kill, we may as well try and damage. See, because we also don't care what Sosuke's health is. I'll follow you as long as you keep streaming. Thank you. I just feel so bad for you today. It's been super... Yeah. It's been rough. I mean, consider all of the last streams. Monday didn't happen. Before that was the Friday stream. Or no. Before that was Sunday. That was W. That one went fine. Before that was Friday, where we had perhaps the worst gaming experience of my recent life. We've had a rough time. It is a good reminder, though. I just, need to remind myself regularly that I'm, an actual, real content creator that, people want to watch. But also it doesn't hurt to make sure that I'm always, not taking that for granted. We've been cursed, but today feels like it's worse. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, at least with W before, we've gotten through stuff. It took a little bit, or, streams got chopped up. But they got chopped up and came right back, where this has been... Yeah, this has been... buttsier. Okay. We get everyone deployed. We need to change positions, because these positions are awful. So given that, I think we just want to get everyone closer to the base then, instead of what we were doing before. Those two are there, that's good. That grouping that I wanted doesn't matter as much, seeing as you can't pick up more than one person. I'm too used to modern games. This is basically the same direction. Or same distance. I think that's probably fine. Without, like, spending a lot of time trying to count spaces. Technically, you would have been 2 stages, so we just had to replay this one. That is true. That is true. If I wasn't, like... If I didn't get wrecked by the thing that is supposed to... That is, like, famously... wrecking. Oh, because we didn't kill him. It looks like his health is also staying? Yeah, his health has also stayed. That's interesting. Seems fine. Okay, never mind. I think we still died if we defended there, but that's okay. Yeah, so I was operating under the assumption that killing him is what moved him forward, but it was a critical threshold that moved him forward. Because, like, we should learn from what I say, not what I do. You definitely don't want to pass the turn into him. Yeah, we definitely don't want to pass the turn into him getting to go. We want to, like, end the turn on our turn. Okay, so given where we are, I think we also want to evacuate the base so that he doesn't stay on it. Let's deal with this over here first with Wu Fei. Yeah. Looks like someone's always going to have to die, unfortunately. But let's do this first, seeing as Hero's already at 150. So, like, extra kills are not doing us any good. I guess they maybe are helping Kurz a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. I also kind of want to do this so we don't end up using someone who has a trust if we need to heal Hero or somebody. I do think as it stands, what we have set up here means we can take out Hero next turn. If things go correctly. There's like 5% we're missing. Mike is pretty stranded, but he'll be fine. He'll get in here fine. Okay, so one of these should make an attack. I guess the upside is we do get range to start in on like enemy units now. Okay. Enryu is accuracy-wise considerably worse, and that's fine. Oh, right, we should also use their spirits. Seeing as they're not going to, like, use those costs when we put them together. I know I'm sure we checked this before, I don't remember what the answer was, but, like, do we get to keep that alert? No, we don't get to keep that alert, darn. Garen does hit like a truck, especially given M9, who are already ready to be downed by a strong gust of wind. Yeah, it's true. Which is why I was like, I'm not gonna bother defending, because it's probably still gonna kill us even if we do defend. Oh yeah, I want to look at their spirits again to like see what we did wrong before. Oh, darn it. Okay. We kept all the stuff that we got before. I would have liked to have restarted without keeping all that stuff. That's fine. I'm not gonna go back and change it now. Drive costing 80 makes a little bit more sense. I really like when older games give you spirits that you can't cast yet as just like a way to like incentivize you to keep leveling them. The drive costing 80 is definitely pricey. Strike Guts Excel. Okay, I was hoping they had a wall. I'm sure they'll probably get a wall at some point, but we use the OG method of grinding for Super Warriors, just dying and retrying. Yeah, I mean, like, true. I've been so vocal about anti-grinding. I can't sacrifice that now. Oh right, do I do enough range? Okay, we're playing a little sloppy. I gotta hold. What the heck? It doesn't matter if I go to 8:30. It's fine. I guess I gotta try and race the stream to not die. I will say at this hour, if we do go down again, I don't feel like the fight to get it back up is probably going to be worthwhile for like 10 or 20 minutes. If we do go down again, I will just call it. And then I'll just like make a temporary save where we are, and we'll just hop back in here next time. Okay, we can get Volfog. Yeah, we'll give Volfog this kill. I also like him being centralized so we can give support defenses to everybody. Okay. Yeah. We can get Hero in, or Duo in. That's probably not lethal. Okay, we can give this. No, let's give this kill to one of the Vals. We have not used them enough. Does the Valstork have any post-movement attacks? No, they do not. I see. Okay, so he does have leadership, so I guess we should try and get them. Nope, what do I get for press the buttons too quick? Excel and stand by. That puts people in leadership, and he'll be in position next turn to attack. We've invested into Kazuma, so we may as well try and give him some kills. We do need some like better ways to get XP though, right? Because I guess we could use Mihiro to. Oh, but right, Cheer's so flippin' expensive. Cheer's so flippin' expensive. I want to keep these for strikes because we're gonna need them to be able to hit the boss. I'm imagining we're not just gonna get Sosuke and then we're gonna be done, right? I guess this also isn't giving him really many levels. That's fine. Yeah. Well, we can hear. Okay. What's Mike doing? We could go. Yeah, this works. We could go here, take this kill. I think getting stuff off the board is still slightly better than giving us 5 morale at this point. And then we can heal the Gaugagar. You have a 3-range post movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so if we are here, the Noin is safe from one of his 2 attacks. Okay. I think that will do. Okay, that's fine. We also need to remember to turn off the support defenses from Choryujin because we don't want to spend them. Okay. I do like balancing Cheer and Bless, making them basically all that person can cast. I mean, yeah, like especially something like Bless, where like extra money is still the best thing you can get out of combat. Like getting XP to get you to critical thresholds is a really big deal, for sure. But the change that the change that you get from points of stats through upgrading your mechs is so much more important. Unless you are hitting really important thresholds of spirits. So, like, I don't mind that money is, like, at a premium. Cheer feels a little rough being at 40. But this is also said knowing like none of the end game or like not all the balancing of any of these characters. But I definitely I like it on paper. I like the idea of it. It's at least something we haven't like. It's at least a push that we've not seen before, where it's been like way too convenient other times. They will lose, which is why I told you to run off, Sagura. Hey Sosuke, if you're still alive, say something. Kaname ain't gonna stop freaking out till you turn up. We're gonna have to get in close and look for him ourselves. Your AS isn't suited for that. I'll take her. Where are you going, hero? I'm still here. You're not involved in this conversation, dude. Oh, okay. Okay. That's really interesting. I like this also, this very asymmetric way. I'm thinking probably what triggered that flag was Wu Fei getting taken to critical, rather than like it being based on turns. But like this was so much faster than when we had to do it the first time. But I think it's probably Wu Fei being a critical HP. That seems cool. I like that. This girl is the only unknown. She's our only chance of surpassing Zero's predictions. Take care of Valina. Huh? Quickly, in here. You want me to get in an MS? I'll take you to Sagura. Hurry up. Okay. Good luck, hero. Vice Minister Darlian, Sergeant Cruz Weber of Mithril, at your service. I also like the, quote, cross-contamination of this moment, where, like, we've already established that these two series are running parallel to each other, and, Relina and Chihiro are... Chihiro? Hold on. Kaname, sure. Are like kind of parallel characters. So I like that we passed them off in mid-series. Whoa, talk about stately. No way I'm putting out any stunts with her. I guess, yeah, also, like, because Kurz is, like, not... I mean, he's a little crass, but, like, all of the Flump characters are just, like, way more down-to-earth, way more, like, casual. And, like, Relina especially. Relina and Duo are, like, opposite sides of the same coin. That they are just, like, always, like... They are always very rigid for very different reasons in very different ways. That, like, there's good play off of that. I hope we keep having this sort of, like, cross-trading back and forth. I'm not sure we've said anything quite yet with it, but I think we're going to. Wu Fei is the trigger? Okay, cool, sick. Sagura, you better say something right now. You're supposed to be my guard now. I'm not running away from this, so what are you going to say for yourself if I die, huh? I was watching you fight, and you know what? I was kind of starting to believe in you. And FYI, guys who die saving the heroine are super lame. That's called ditching your responsibility. Come on, Sagura. Let's go home together, please. Say something. Copy that. Sagura, you're okay. Can you move? Yes, ma'am. I'm ready and able to continue my mission. Nice one, Sagura. That's just what I wanted to hear. Heads up, Sagura. Something's coming your way. An arm slave? I've never seen this one before. Don't just stand there. You're a specialist, right? Get in there and fly that thing. Affirmative. Voice recognition initiated. Voice recognition initiated. State your name, rank, and ID. Sergeant Sosuke Sagura, B3128. Analysis complete. Identified as Sergeant Sagura. Your orders? Close the hatch and shift us to Mode 4. Bilateral angle 3.5. Roger. Engage Mode 4. BMSA 3.5 complete. It's moving. A recording? Sergeant, if you're hearing this message, that means that the AS has successfully made its way to you. Captain Testarossa has authorized its use due to the extreme circumstances present. It's called the ARX-7 Arbalist, and the onboard AI is called AI. Golly, thank you. What sort of... This is very Metal Gear Solid. Snake, we've dropped in a gun for you to use. A gun? Otacon, what's that? Make sure to bring it back in one piece. It's a very expensive unit. Good luck. You're called AI? Yes, Sergeant. Okay then, get ready. We're engaging the enemy right away. Roger. You're still alive, Kasim? You're so good to me. Get back, Sagura. He's going after you. Ugh. I'm so happy to see you, Kasim. I love Kurz, especially because he grows out of his hitting on everybody attitude. He eventually marries Mal. I do remember them getting together. But yeah, no, I know we can see what the Lambda driver does. Yeah, I'm willing to tolerate like this kind of character because it is such a common element if we then like refine them through the process of the story. It was one of those weird attacks again, except Sosuke managed to hold out this time. This still is enough to bring us victory though, not while he still has that. You really like mumbling to yourself, huh? What are you, Sagura's lost brother? Zero could predict the future. That's what I'm talking about. We don't need fortune tellers right now. We make our own future. Just watch. You saw that trick Sagura did just now, right? He'll get us through this. Wait, that wasn't a trick. It was a piece of technology. We withstood that attack. How does an AS have armor this sturdy? Lambda driver, initialization complete. Lambda driver, what's that? Unable to answer. Stand by for orders. Did I misfire? Guess this thing's still a work in progress. But on the bright side, I get to keep having fun playing with you, boyo. Sick. Yeah, Arbalest shut down. That makes sense. I assume calling the AI is supposed to mirror how straightforward and simple Sosuke is. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, I was making fun of it because it's, like, kind of goofy. But, yeah, like, I do think that probably tracks. Yeah, I don't remember enough of the rest of the series to, like, go more than that. I think that's probably just right. Oh, do you really like the Arbalest? It's, like, hard to say. I don't remember what it looks like. It's, like, pretty sleek in design. It does not seem very visually over-designed. Okay, other than the chain gun, this looks like just so far a couple extra points into the generic that he had. We have sword equipment, gun, ECS. Okay, we are 6 away, so we can get him close. If we can get Mike close to him, that's 129 plus 1 kill from somebody else. He doesn't have the Lambda drive on board, though, is interesting. If I were a guessing man, I would say I'm assuming that's probably like an upgrade. We will get to it at some point, and it's just like it's active right now for the sake of the story. Yeah, Arbalest weapons on their own are sort of lackluster in power. Yeah. He still has Udu Strike with Mao and Kurz, but they won't be there. But they won't be there as the game moves along. Okay, good to know. And it's not like I can really, like, I can't do anything with them now anyway. Like, I have to pull everyone over here because we can't move Kurz, so, like, it's just not come up. I guess let's do this now. We'll try and hit Luffy again. That's a bummer. I'm imagining that Garen is probably lethal, or we can probably kill him now, but I'm also kind of tempted to not worry about it yet, in case there's like another story trigger to like explain why we got the Lambda driver. I could see Kaname still doing something with that, you know. Sosuke and the Arbalest are very good when they get to use the Lambda driver. Without it, he's only a decent step up from the M9, but still like behind the bigger cats. Yeah, that feels pretty accurate so far from what I'm looking at. Okay, so we still need to heal Choryujin. But this is I really like this boss fight because there's a like knowing that we've killed him once and that he gets to respawn. There's a lot of unknowns about whether we should like when we start calling it to like actually try and kill him, and then like not doing that means we just have to leave him sit around and like be a bother to us. Okay, this is probably the kill we're gonna take because we need them to get kills. We don't miss anything up from there. I don't mind them being a little bit behind. Yeah, let's try it. I guess we don't look at the spirits. Alert, focus, strike. Yeah, like this seems like a good combination so far. I don't have Prevail on him yet, but yeah. It does feel a bit of a mismatch. Like I get probably like narratively why they are doing it, but yeah, that feels a bit silly. Who has trusts? Oh, his design. Okay, so we can move the Choryujin in farther and just like build everybody else out around it. But like go here. Yeah, this is fine. He'll probably take a hit. Yeah, and we can just heal him with Noin. Yeah, let's clean up all of these. And then even if the Valstork gets attacked twice on the Zeals, we can just block both of them. And then I'm gonna save Mike for to see where everyone is like standing. As far as morale goes, and we can add them as necessary. I don't think we've seen Plasma Execution, so we can look at that. We got time. Of course, the Big Sister type has Trust. It's true. No, it's true. Oh, darn it. That's whatever. I forget whatever. I got to figure out how to set this up here. I've been taking notes. Let me do that too. That I need to stop the mouse from interacting with this emulator the way it does. Mouse DS. If I were, my guess is that because this is a DS game, my mouse clicks are reading as the touchscreen input, so it's assuming it's a touchscreen input. If I can just turn that off for this game, that'll be fine, because like I'm not using it for anything else. We don't use the touchscreen at all for anything. Guy can probably just get one of these kills. To be fair, the levels we gained from losing the map before, I don't think will make a massive difference, same with the funds. I mean, that's true. But it does still... I still don't like it. Okay. So let's move Sosuke back. Give him a kill. We'll focus. I guess he can also still be next to Katra. This boxing shotgun is a bit overkill, but I don't think... I worry the assault rifle won't be enough. I, like, don't know... Yeah, that's fine. We also haven't seen the boxing shotgun yet, so this is a good excuse to look at it, too. That's exactly what the emulator's doing? Okay, cool. Good to know. Thank you. It is helpful that we can all, like, work on the same software. Sick. Okay, cool. That was, like, pretty cool. Like, that's definitely not going to be his last attack. That's too generic for his last attack, I think. Presumably, we'll get attacks that look like the Lambda Driver. Okay, he's at 130 now, so he has ECS. Yeah. Our skill is 188. His skill is 199. Okay. Yeah, I figure. He said he was going after Sosuke, so I'm assuming Sosuke's... Like, I assume that's going to be mechanically true. Okay, it's just Bunshin Assassination that we are missing. But odds are, if Volfog is taking a turn, it is probably not to do this. It's probably going to be activating Melting Siren. Or, not necessarily. He'll be activating Melting Siren on supports. But between this, yeah, between this and the other ones dying, I don't think we're going to need to mic him. Okay, I want to get Hero next to Katra so that we can resupply him next turn if necessary. So let's clean up here. Turn those off still. Give Duo a kill. Hold on, I'm like stacking this section up. I forgot to check if he had a map attack or not. No, he does not. Okay, we're fine. But yeah, we just need to give a trust. I'm going to give it to Katra. Transform down. Go here, repair. Then we've got everyone is touching a support defense other than Guy right now, and that's fine because he can block plenty. I am taking for granted a little bit the way Y lets me use spirits, so like this still might get me, but I don't want to leave Mike on his own. So like we can do this, and Mike is the only one left. Yeah. Okay. We'll focus there. So I guess Mike. Yeah, Mike might be dead again. Wolfog is so broken between Melting Siren and Bunton Assassination. Enjoy him while you can, because every subsequent time he appears, he gets nerfed more and more because and becomes more generic. That's really disappointing. But like, you know what? Actually, no. It is sad to see a good unit go, but as long as there is a space where he always gets to be good, I kind of don't mind. Right? That gives other units the space to shine then. And we want to save these supports for boss, for the actual boss. Great. Off, support, no support. They do at least still do like decent damage. So maybe I should be a little more worried. Also, we're using the Gaugagar so much, it turns out we probably should have just used them as our favorites. We might switch them to favorites, or whenever we get the like favorite update, we might do that. Hero level 2, cool. Yep, that's totally fine. That's why we wanted to attack Wu Fei, because we knew that was already going to be set. Yes. Hold on. Oh, we don't actually have anything in counter. Okay. We're evading. Good. I still remember our meeting in the Middle East like it was yesterday, Kasim. What about you? You attacked the guerrilla camp Lieutenant Commander Callan and I were in. And you massacred everyone, including the civilians. Yeah, well, you two were the only targets. The rest were a bonus. And then you and Callan gave me an up close and personal view of the gates of hell. We had properly killed you back then. Merlina Darlian's Guardian had we properly killed you back then, Merlina Darlian's Guardians would still be alive. What? You feel responsible for that? Shows how much of a kid you still are. And even more lives will be lost if I let you keep yours. I'm ending you now, Gowron. Okay. Yeah, we can defend. That's fine. Okay, we'll need to plan next turn carefully, but... Oh, I kind of forgot that Tro was even here. He at least gets to keep Melting Siren. It is just a modern game that use case is dwindling. Yeah, I remember us talking about that before. That it even cuts like the whole map, but it just like doesn't matter. Because so many things already by default have like Barrier Buster on them. Oh, Kasim, you've grown into a slippery set. Oh, well, I got that on YouTube. Just what kind of tech does his AS have? I need to do something about it or I'm not winning this. I understand. I don't know how, but it all makes sense. He really is. I'm gonna be sick. Taros, he doesn't know how to use it. That strong barrier is... I need to give him a hint. He's always helping me. I can't... Stay focused. Control yourself or we're all dead. There's a hint inside my head. Sagura, everyone will die. Don't forget, come what may, you're still you. Ah, I'm not letting this beat me. Zera's prediction just changed. Sagura, do you hear me? Chidori, listen up. That guy's mech is using a special device. It's capable of converting the pilot's willpower into physical force. They've put together a system that can do that? It converts willpower into force. That's just like... Chidori, and don't ask me how I know, but your AS has that too. There's a Lambda driver. That's why that attack back there did nothing to you. You were thinking of protecting yourself, right? The device responds to that wish. It made that powerful mental image a reality. Wish? Image? You can't possibly weaponize those. No, you absolutely can. Have faith and fight. Yes, I love this. This is so good, right? Because that's like so counter to Sosuke's personality. Like I get like that is the plot arc that he gets in his own show. But it gets like so directly contrasted right now with like the Braves who are like, that's our starting point, buddy. That's how we fight to begin with. We don't need to learn that. Right on. Stoke that inner fire and do it. Like this. Nothing's happening. Oh, I get it. Your unit's rocking a Lambda driver too. Two grown men fighting to the death with toys they can't use right. How stupid is this? Listen to me, Sagara. That's what's essential is the ability to focus on a dime. Breathe in, breathe out. When you do, visualize what you want and pour it into your attack. This is also very God Gundam coded. This is like very much how like Mikyoshi Sui works. That's easier said than done. Okay, then picture this. If you lose here, they're gonna capture me again. Huh? Long ago, I went to Siberia and saw a young girl just like her. Her sense of self had been nearly driven over the edge due to drug abuse. Let Kaname get caught and they'll do anything to break her. This ain't gonna be pretty. Are you going somewhere with this? That should be all your imagination needs to take flight. Oh, don't tell me you're... Oh, crap, I can see it. Hey, what is he talking about? I don't know. You're looking kind of red there, Akane. What's up? Shut up, you. Think. Imagine that's what'll happen to Kaname. Wait, hold your horses there. Fine, I'll let that slide. Imagine what they said. He's gonna do all that to me. Are you just gonna let him? Never. Okay, playtime's over. Let's put this to bed, Kasim. Garen, go Sosuke. Go, Sosuke-mon. She kind of sounded like she was tossing out a Pokeball. Or at least that's how I was gonna read it. You got the hang of it? So, this is the Lambda driver. Yeah, hang in there, Sosuke. You've done well. Sagara can take it from here. Get some rest. Let's end this, Garen. Sick, okay. We do have the Lambda driver now. Great. References. And Lambda driver. Increases damage dealt based on will, increases damage nullified from all weapons, and increases energy expended based on will, requires 120. Okay, yeah. I know you read it to me before. It's been a minute since then. The real final attack is coming. Temp driver update. Don't get too used to it. Wait, a temp driver update? Am I missing a joke here? Oh, these are the same attacks. I guess they just have different animations, I wonder. Interesting. Oh, we only have it for this map. Got it. Okay. I imagine we can probably actually kill him now. The question is if we can kill the others at the same time. So let's use Kurz now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. Because he doesn't have a move. I keep going down. Yeah. None of these three have been damaged, so... Oh, actually, hold on, no. This turns out that was correct to do. So I would like... If we can kill Wu Fei, I think that would be better. Yeah. Rather than trying to chip the generics. Okay. So if we can, like... Yeah, someone can come over here and take out Wu Fei. That would be ideal. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Oh wait, this is the team attack. We could. How does attack power? What's this one cut? Move. Okay. Cutting his attack power probably doesn't matter. Like, obviously that sounds good, but we're probably going to be avoiding it anyway with something like Alert. I think just better that we just do more damage to get it over with. So, like, if Duo can... oh, no, he can't kill from here. I was going to say better to do it if we can get, like supports adjacent. do supports work only orthogonally, or are they around the 8 spaces? So, like, if we're going here, I think you said touching before, but, like, if we go here, do we get the support from Kadra? I love this game. Makes you use not only your most powerful moves, but the moves with the best attributes to lower the enemy's accuracy or attack power. Yeah, no, it's really nice that it's not just, like, big number go burr. So theoretically, we want to attack with Hero first because he has all the supports around him right now. I think it have to be directly touching. Okay. Okay, so what if instead we use... Katra doesn't have a way to be consistent, though, so probably not Katra. Though I guess Hero doesn't either. We, like, I want bullseyes. Oh, wait, hold on. No, we're fine. Right? ECS is skill-based. Garen has 199 skill. Hero has 202 skill, so it can't activate. So that's fine. We can bump this up to 83. Okay, we can move Noin out of the way to bring the Valstork in. So we want to move Mike. Oh, man, okay. Yeah. I don't know if this map we want to find out. That's fair. I guess, hold on here. That's already, that's 39. If we move back. I would say that we do in fact need to be adjacent, because that's a really big difference. Yeah, I think we do need to be adjacent. Oh no, we were also leaving Noin's battle command. So actually we don't need to move Noin because Hero's already in a leadership bonus. We just need to get Volfog first. It's just a matter of how we want to proc it. So we could go here. Oh, Mike's out of ammo. Okay. So that's not the answer. Okay, so what if we have the Valstork do it? Like here. We can grit to ignore the damage. We can strike to guarantee the hit. Let's do this. I think this is going to be the answer. Yeah. Those skill numbers have to be done on purpose, so Hero just surpasses Garen. Canonically, Hero is a better soldier than him, at least a better shot. Yeah, no, that's really good, very subtle gameplay integration. And like, not just for mechanics sake, or sorry, not just for like story's sake. Like, there's also some amount of safety in feeling like you have a couple of characters who can like not proc like enemy effects. Like they want to hand you characters that that like let you like interact with the stage in case you've like not done something correctly. Okay, right. We need to be here though, because we have to be on the ground to get the support attack. So Katra does need to move. So that does mean we want Hero to go first, unless we move Mike out of the way, which is fine. He can't attack, so I guess we do move Mike now to give the morale boost. So why don't we give that to... Okay, we can't load and then also do it at the same time. Why don't we give that to Kazuma? Yeah, let's do this. I don't think anybody else needs it, or if they do, I'm not seeing it. Then Katra could come down here. We could like heat Shotels here. I don't know if this has to be true, but I'm gonna put the Bless onto Sosuke. Just for the scenario of it. Do we have another? No, it was Shihome that had it. Yeah. Okay, let's heal you. This feels safe now. We do have to move here to keep Hero's benefit. So this is fine. Why are you with this terrorist, Troa? Always so friendly, huh? This is your big reunion. How about a smile? There's nothing for us to say. Come. Great. Kazuma, come in here. You need Jade Flosion. Okay, right. Volfog still needs to put his strike on. While we're here, we may. Oh nope. While we're here, we may as well cast Alert because we're going to attack with him at some point, probably anyway. Oh, we never cast Grit yet. Okay, I'm glad we checked because that would have been a really such a lame way to game over right at the finish line. I don't remember what Jade Flosion looks like, so let's see this. Oh. Yeah, no, it feels so good. This feels so good to play. Oh, okay, yeah. I remember this now after seeing Little Sister, the hero. Oh no, I forgot to change the support attack. Okay, so we'll have to attack with the Valdork again to actually get the siren off. Darn it, I messed up one part. But that still feels good to me though. Like I like need to keep my brain going. Which is one of the reasons why I wanted to get the list going for what I want to play, so I can like. I actually need to play these games more to get on stream better. We probably don't even need it. Heck, these are like we're gonna probably kill them without it. I guess they felt so confident giving Garen, Zeal, and Focus, knowing we had a lot of units with Strike ourselves, not including the new ones. Yeah, right. Like, it's also it feels good as a way to try to ask you to like jump back and forth between the generics too. Because like you want to spend that SP other ways. But yeah, like or at the very least it is. Oh yeah, we don't need to drop. That's fine. At the very least, it teaches you that you need to be using spirits. That they are like an element of this game that you need to be like taking into account. Yeah, the crit definitely mattered. The crit definitely helped a lot. We do have a strike, okay. To that point, speaking of crit, we can metal. And then we could probably take out, like this could probably take out Troa. I think I'm fine with this. I mean, let's try it. I remember this too. Okay. Man, that sprite's so good too. Okay, that's fine. I guess it was a boss. I should have trusted a little bit. But that's fine. We can still go with something else. Spirit Management is the other name for this game. Yeah. It really feels like Alpha 1 or Gaiden, where I have to be careful when I'm using what. Man, I can't wait for that to be true in Alpha. I'm so ready for the scenario, the tutorial bits to stop. Okay, so we're like kind of using Choryujin, so we could give them Troa. That's fine. Yeah, we could give them Troa. We'll alert and strike. We can't use ladder top, but we have to use melting rifle. That's fine. Oh, but we have to we have to use Horyu. Kyoryu. It's fine because we probably want them on that. Probably want that on him anyway. The alert's unnecessary, but yeah, we need to do it this way to like actually get the support because Kyoryu is the one that has the support defense. Okay. There's Troa dead. Great. Unable to continue. Retreating. Do we get nothing for it other than just like... Wow, that's surprising. I figured we would get like something for that. I guess because it like wasn't his real unit. Maybe that's why. Okay, we can't get them far enough over to take out Wu Fei. I guess we could give Wu Fei to Guy. That's not bad. At the risk of getting like got by Garen a third time. Yeah, in Alpha, you're still in getting everyone introduced or adding stages or added stage. Yeah. You should be right around the route split though. Yes. Yeah. There's. I think the next episode. I think the episode that's coming out tomorrow. I talk about the route split. I mean, like while we're here. Well, I'll do this first. Our war isn't over here. Never forget that. That's why I fight on. I'll fight for every single warrior. Wu Fei, who have you sided with? Okay. Yeah. I think in the next episode of Alpha, I ask people what route split we want to go on. So while we're here, control room guy, if you have opinions about what route split you want me to take, feel free to voice it. Okay, so I think we could go like, I think we could do like this. That seems fine. Alert. Strike. Maybe we just attack with Melting Siren. Yeah, maybe we attack with Melting Siren just to be safe. I feel like we can't be too cautious here. Yeah, okay. That makes me feel a lot better. Yeah, our objective is still to kill him, so I'm like... We can do this with Hero. Great. And then I think everyone else is too far away. Yeah, especially for the Death Scythe. I wonder if there was a way we could have optimized that a little bit better, but... Okay, we'll heal Sosuke. That is a little bit more XP that way. And... Okay. Good, you have the luck on you. It'd be too late otherwise, but I guess we could just not go for it this turn. Let's see if this looks different now that we have the Lambda Drive on. Yup, that's different. Cool. Sick. Oh, man, are you gonna get me to watch Fump again too? Probably the real route, but that is my heavy Zeta bias, knowing you like want to use the Eva units. Yeah, that's a really sick dynamic. Yo, that's really cool. Okay, that is good to know. Do you know what the name of the real? I guess you said use the Zeta pilot, so I can figure that out really easily. I had a blast, Kasim. That jerk's dead meat. Yeah, he's dead for sure this time. The enemy leader is gone and their troops are in disarray. Time to run along while we can. The Danon's also hanging nearby. Let's book it. It would be heckin' cool if they would have showed up to like... Could we have had the Danon just in this little part of water up here? That would have been funny. They're gone. Tro, we killed you. Right, we lost Mal. Yeah, so we lose that 3,000. That's fine. Attaboy, Sosuke. You did a real bang-up job back there. pay attention. I'm not Sagura. That's perfect. I'm so glad we got him confused like right away. Whoops, that's my bad. You quiet types look way too much like each other. Hey, Kazuma. Yeah, Blondie absolutely did. Yeah, Blondie absolutely did that on purpose. Hers, how's Chidori? She's fine. The GGG folks are taking her back to the G Island along with the glowy kid. That's good. You're Mithril's Uru 7, yeah? I take it they had you infiltrate that school to guard the girl? Yes, but that's likely coming to a close. Might be. I doubt those folks will try anything with Kaname after today's meeting. I suppose there'll be no reason for you to keep acting as a high schooler. You need to decide which life you want for yourself, one as a soldier or one as a student. There'll be no future for you unless you do that. Well, aren't you a big ray of sunshine? Who are you anyway? Hiro Yue, a preventer agent. Hiro Yue. Ooh, isn't that the name of the weirdo you told me about? Don't listen to him, Hiro. You wouldn't believe the kind of gossip kids hear these days. A little bit fidgety, aren't you? You wouldn't know where the gossip started, right? I have some thiopental with me. That should give you some answers. What's a thio whatever? It's more commonly known as truth serum. And he carries some of that around on him? Oh. Right, we have an incoming transmission from one preventer water. Understood. Bring her up on the monitor, please. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I heard your operation was a success, Noin. Good job. Yeah, we pulled through somehow. The US robot left after the battle and has been recovered by the GGG American staff. He's returning to base with Mamoru. Mithril's down and is en route to G Island City as well. Your orders are to rendezvous with them. Sally, about Wufei and Troa? I know. Wufei has gone AWOL for a while, and Troa was running investigations at the colonies. None of us imagined they'd both end up joining a terrorist group. Random terrorists aren't rocking brand new MSs, though. Someone big has got to be funding them. Duo. Are you thinking? Yeah, I bet it's all tied up with our investigation of Trace Kushanada's daughter. Yeah. Right, because, Mirabaye, is that what her name is? Yeah, she's like, main plot for Endless Waltz. So yeah, this feels exactly cool. Oh, actually, I'm misremembering. I believe the route split is decided for you based on if you pick a super or real. Yes, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm taking that for granted. Yeah, I'm talking about when we get to the three-way route split. We're gonna have two scenarios where we are super or real, one unified one, then we have the route split of the three choices we get to make. That is the one I was thinking of. It's not the next one though. In any case, the preventers are working to shed light on that matter. Hiro, I fear our planet won't have peace for much longer. Humanity was already looking for an excuse to fight, even before the alien invaders arrived. Berlina, I'd gone to Okinawa to try and meet with some of the Orb's rulers. The United Emirates of Orb, a tiny nation in the Pacific known for their unrelenting neutrality, and also for not showing up at the opening section when we got to select units. They're not part of the Earth Alliance, if I remember correctly. Yes, and they gave me plenty to think about regarding the state of our society. I see your point, Relina. Go and focus on your own battle. I'll stay and help with Project W. Well, you are with the Preventers. Makes sense you'd sign up. Not really, Kazuma. Us being with the Preventers got nothing to do with it. We didn't join Project W because our superiors told us to. We're here because we chose to, and because we decide that's what we should do. You chose to be here? You must choose what you fight for. If not, you'll never be free from battle. Just like him. And I get the feel that SRT will also tag along now that things with Kaname ought to be calmed down. Cut the chatter, folks. We're almost at G Island, so everyone head to your posts. Thank you for your help today, Hiro. Sagura, why do you fight? Because it's all I've ever known. I see. You are a soldier at heart, then. A man who can't stop fighting. He might just be the type of soldier you speak of, Wufei. And also you from the past. And Gallon? He's dead. I made sure of it this time. I see. I wish I could have been there with you. As for your question to the Lambda drive, you don't need to understand it. Not now, at least. I have a basic enough grasp on it, sir, but I still can't believe devices like it exist. No? What about GGG's G-Stone photon energy? What about GGG's G-Stone? Photon energy, getter rays, or nuclear fusion reactors? As unbelievable as those are, that's the reality we're in. The same goes for the driver. What are you suggesting, sir? It may seem normal to someone your age, but the current arms technology is anything but. Things have taken a turn for the fantastic, and that includes humanoid weapons in general. The Lambda driver, ECS, the dynamics propulsion systems, it's insane how advanced it all is. No one could have foreseen that science fiction would become a reality in just a decade. I suppose not. I and many others have long questioned these advances, the technology that shouldn't exist. Okay, I guess we're sort of getting like a thesis statement from Kalinin right now, because this like tracks with everything else we know too. Right? Mike represents the advancement of technology. We're stealing data about the Tekamen, about the detonators, because we like they described it as if they let that progress, it will turn into a double-edged sword. So like we are looking at the idea of like development or progress, which feels like that makes sense. The DS was kind of a revolutionary, or was framed at least as a revolutionary console, and this is the first DS game? Question mark? At the very least, it's early in the lifespan, I'm pretty sure. So, but like it feels like that, and that, I feel like we were asking a lot about technology and advancement right around that time period, because that's also when we started like kind of like pogoing, like hopscotching through like technological advancements. Yeah, this feels very time period wise, but I'm starting to see the directionality, where the bends of how we're progressing story. Yeah. For the 3-way route, I will definitely cast my vote for the EVA Unit 2 route. Okay, cool. The other two aren't bad, but one is the usual supers, then the other is more Gundam focused. Okay, yeah, so like that feels perfect then. That's gonna give me the like variety that I want. Good to know. I will tuck that vote in the back of my mind. Fump loves this convo anyway, but Super Robot Wars is even better for it, since it has super robot tech along with their advanced real tech. Yeah, like to like use a Kingdom Hearts ism, like the worlds are chosen not just because they like the worlds, but because they say something about each other together. So like, yeah, I do like it doesn't feel like it's by accident that Fump got picked, and it has these conversations, and we have it alongside like a Brave series. I'm like, Gao is one of the only Braves we get, but like it especially matches this really well. Like obviously Getter Rays were going to be in here, but it does feel like it was picked deliberately over like, I don't know, like Votoms or Pat Labor or something like that. Yeah, no, I like this. I think this was a smart choice on their part. W was indeed the first DS game. Okay, sick, perfect. That is, I'm like trying to like I said before, we were talking about OGs, like the OGs saga. I was like, I'm trying to like get my like history and time period about this a little bit better. I and many others have long questioned these advances, this technology that shouldn't exist. But the fact is that it does. Across the globe, we see tech like no one thought possible. Who is it that's unleashing these pieces of black technology upon our world? Certainly, some of it is fruit of our predecessors' hard work or relics of ancient civilizations. I'm pretty sure it's an alien. Alien civilizations. That is different. But there were plenty of those. There were plenty whose origins we cannot explain. Do you understand what I mean? Are you talking about people like Chidori, the so-called Whispered? That's not for me to tell you, but keep it in mind. Yes, sir. Now, I have new orders for you. M. Sergeant Mao and Sergeant Weber. And for that matter, we are officially assigning you to ARX7 to replace your destroyed M9. I presume you're being ordered to cooperate with Project W? Yes, but that's not all. Where am I? Miss Mao, she's awake. Mamoru, you made it out, huh? Looks like you're doing okay. It's been 2 days since that battle. You've been asleep since. And you are? I'm Melissa Mao, and I believe I owe you some thanks. Huh? For saving Sosuke Sagara's life. The kid's my subordinate. Oh, I didn't do anything special. No, you helped him get his head together. You might actually be his personal angel. No, you're exaggerating. It's true. You were great back there, Kaname. Not only did you disarm the bomb, you gave Sosuke just the advice he needed. I don't remember all that. Everything's a bit fuzzy. Great, because that's exactly what we want you to say to anyone who questions. Don't tell them about the experiments, armed slaves, mithril, anything. Just say you and Mamoru were rescued later and have been hospitalized since. Stick to that story and you'll be fine. Okay. And Kaname, could I ask you a favor? Mamoru, kid, you can't go around asking people favors every time you speak to them. can't punctuate every sentence with, can I have something? He's definitely the smartphone kid. If he feels the like, he sits down, he's like, well, we're friends now. We've talked for 5 minutes. Do you have any games on your phone? I feel like that's making him more annoying than he actually is. W, K, then L. Okay, cool. And then with the OG remake and Endless Frontier games in between. Yeah, I knew the Endless Frontier was like right around this time period too. Okay. I gotta like make a timeline and quiz myself. Gracious. Shoot. I owe you probably us back there, so I'll do whatever I can. Well, I'd like you to join GGG. Is this actually gonna happen? That would be great if this actually happened. Huh? Me? Yeah. I asked more for my family, really. Like, if I need to head out again, I could use someone to help keep my work with GGG a secret from my parents. I guess that makes sense, considering I already know what you do. Yeah, okay. I did say I'd do it, so you can count on me. Thanks, Kaname. Here, let me give this to you. It also lets you inside the base. A transmitter? It looks a bit different from your beacon thingy, though. Yeah, that's because you're starting off as a junior agent. Junior, huh? Guess that makes you my superior officer. I think we're good, Miss Mal. Much appreciated, Mamoru. You just made our job a heck of a lot easier. Oh, okay. So that seems like that is not the case. It's or you know what, maybe that's true. Maybe Mal prompted Mamoru to ask her to join. Like Mamoru seems like he wears sort of everything on his chest, so I feel like he wouldn't lie, but he wouldn't deliberately lie. This is like a lie of omission. That part of the reason is just so the transmitter that we got, the way we got to everybody today was through the transmitter that Mamoru had. So giving that to Kaname also means that we can always keep track of Kaname, seeing as like conventional technology is getting blocked. I do think Mamoru is sincere about this one. There's just also like bonus ulterior motive. But I would really love if we like followed this through and like character from outside the universe got to join an organization from inside another universe. Because I feel like too often the versions of these stories that I've seen is that we need to make a like wholly original exterior thing, like the YZ Next or whatever the group was from Y, or I know in R we also had to make like a group name so everyone could collectively join that so we don't have the cross-contamination. I guess you were also kind of like trying to lead me before when I said it would be pretty cool if we make other characters whispered. This has good promise. I'm guessing that, being a hero and all, he's gonna disappear now that he's been outed. Well, about that. Kana, Kyoko, everyone. Miss Chidori, thank goodness. I don't know what I would have done if something happened to you. Mamoru, oh my baby. Mamoru, I told you to stay close and you ran off again. I'm so sorry, Dad. It's just that, Mr. Amami. As luck would have it, Mamoru found me when he left to go to the bathroom. And then the Alliance arrived. They had to do as told, which meant going with a separate route. Yeah, that's it. So please don't get mad at Mamoru. Wait, was that... I thought I'd check up on you, Chidori. Sorry for the interruption. You're... What? They've reassigned me to G Island HQ, so my mission is still ongoing. Ongoing? Then you're still coming to school? For now, at least. Yes. Sosuke, you better buckle up, because I got a ton of stuff I want to talk to you about. That'll be fine. Really should keep him on a leash, Gav. He has wings, right? When he goes into his green moon, he's got wings. Just like having him fly around like a small kite is very funny. But I do like that. I do like that we actually have to like reckon with the fact that he's parents, because so often parents are just like written off in a lot of these RPGs. Like you kill them so that they're not in the way, or you just have like Sora's mom who's like made him dinner and we just never talk about her again. So I do like that his parents are like actively present, because he is as much a child as could possibly be. I would not be surprised if he's also just like actually 10,000 years old or something, right? But like he is presenting as if he is like a literal child. And that's our report, Chief Taiga. Vice Minister Darlian, Mamoru, Kaname Chidori, and the hostages were saved with minimal casualties. Excellently done, Bless. And I say the same to you and your team, Captain Testarossa. We appreciate GGG's help as well, Chief. I doubt things would have gone as smoothly without it. And if possible, do extend my gratitude to GGG's American Robot as well. Mike did show surprising abilities, and here I was thinking he was just an oversized toy. Maybe I should rethink my opinion of my brother's work. A little. That was the robot Dr. Riger created to perform the solitary wave. Indeed, the fate of the world may ride upon his shoulders. That seems a little ambitious, but sure. Speaking of Mike, Dr. Riga has put an official request for him to remain in our care. He thought it'd be for the best, considering his friends are all in Japan. Good. A young, impressionable robot like him should stay far away from my brother. Chief Taiga, one thing this incident did provide us with is the ample evidence that there's a limit to what Mithril can achieve on its own. As such, we have reached a decision, and that is to accept your invitation to participate in Project W. Many thanks, Captain Testarossa. Mithril support is greatly appreciated. We'll be posting the 3 SRT units at your command and relaying any non-confidential intel to GGG. Furthermore, the Tuatha De Danann will support you via reconnaissance and patrol ops. Understood, Captain, and feel free to use your Bay Tower base whenever you need. Our Bay Tower base whenever you need. We may have secured Mithril's help, but that doesn't make our situation any better. I'll say, I doubt anyone expected Nurgle and the Alliance to simply settle their differences. And as a result, the Nadeshiko has been integrated into the Alliance's forces. The silver lining is that the refugees from planet Altea have been left in GGG's care. Princess Fala, last of Altea's royal family, and the Go line, its defender, should arrive shortly. I kind of forgot about them already. I'm so glad they're going to be here too. We owe that to the UNSG Rose. She leaned on the UNSC and got the Alliance. We owe that to UNSG Rose. She leaned on the UNSC and got the Alliance to leave them alone. I imagine the Security Council would rather not concern itself with a handful of refugees. The potential profits of interstellar diplomacy notwithstanding, of course. Princess Fala had no qualms with putting Go Lion at Project W's disposal, too. That makes sense, seeing how all 5 pilots are from Earth. They'd want to defend their home. Hero Yui of the Preventers, the 3 SRT units, and now Go Lion. Project W just got a heck of a lot stronger. However, it's still not enough. A lot more power is needed to face what threatens humanity. Yeah? Why don't you size up then? Kazuma, I had a talk with Horace and my sisters. We asked ourselves what we ought to be doing right now. As Katra said, you fight because that's what you chose to do, not because it orders you or whatever. That's when I realized it was stupid to get hung up on what group we're with. The right cause is the right cause, so Dad, I say we take this job. Well, I guess that's that. Even if I went against it, it'd still be 5 eyes to 1 nay. Man, he's such a good dad. There's a couple moments, I've complained about them before, but I really like that he's done the reverse of what he did before too, right? At first, he said, well, if I said yes, everyone else said no, so we're going to go with the no's. That he's not bluffing, that he is genuinely trying to leave the power with everybody else. It is like he has a very keen understanding of his responsibility and the power that his position, both as their father and as the leader of the group, has, and uses that very carefully and to teach good lessons. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he could have gone family dictator, right? He has the power and authority both internal to the family, they do respect him, and he clearly has the world global, he knows all of these people. He could very easily be no, I've already made a deal with this person 10 years ago and you have to own up to this decision that I made for you a long time. And it would be still pretty hard to question it. And he just doesn't do that, not even for a second. He's very open to suggestions and wants Kazuma to take the lead. Yeah, I mean, we are going to kind of focus this through Kazuma, and it does feel like he wants Kazuma to replace him. But it's not just, this line in particular. It's not that it's just about Kazuma. It's not that he said, well, Kazuma says yes, so I guess everyone's on board now. It's there are 5 eyes to 1 nay. He is still trying to take into account the fact that the whole of his family has decision-making power, and they all have their own agency. But yeah, he's definitely trying to stack Kazuma up to be to replace him when he has to retire. Then welcome aboard, Les Kazuma. You are now official members of Project W. We are special forces separate from the Alliance, dedicated to fighting threats to humanity. And Chief, isn't it time we decided on said team's name? Something simpler than a project title? Well, since you're bringing that up, I reckon you have something in mind. Yes, I do. How about Vartar? Darn, it's a shame. It's a shame that NR151 isn't here to help. I'm sure this is probably based on German. It means keeper of the lighthouse in German. Oh yeah. Man, I like audio jam myself so often. I just like need to finish a sentence and I'll like run into everything that I always guess about. Varter? W's are supposed to be pronounced like V's, right? I like it. It sounds very hopeful. Hold on. Water. Man, never once have I wanted Google's auto select or autofill to be correct. I am not seeing. Because I don't have the umlaut over the A. Valta. Cool. The keepers of the lighthouse called Earth. Very well. Project W Strike Force will henceforth be called Valta. Valta? Yeah, it's got a cool ring to it. It's got a cooler ring to it than the Valstork family, I guess. Nah, I think Valstork, I mean, like, you saw my title. I think Valstork's great. And Kazuma, that tenant you mentioned when you first rejected their offer, live free, unfettered by anything? Yeah, it actually has a footnote. Live free, unfettered by anything, including this tenant. Ah ha ha ha. Say what? You mean I was being fettered by half a tenant? Taiga and I figured the other shoe would drop eventually, but not that it'd take a whole month. Damn it, you two were stringing me along all this time. You're a long way to go. You've got a long way to go, kid. On that subject, Wes, we need to square out the expenses incurred during your stay. Yeah, we worked up quite the tab over the last month, huh? Tab? As in the cost of using GGG's equipment, Duran's collect call from Bit, plus the restoration of the Valstork's lounge, all the stuff Shihome bought, all the other GGG food kit you kids ate. Oh, right. I also asked Dr. Rio to give Kara a look over. His work isn't cheap. Now, wait a minute. I know we only did a few gigs this past month, but nah, we may be old friends, but these folks aren't running a charity. This is also the, like, cartoon, this is like the Saturday morning cartoon style where, like, oh man, we're gonna like win $1 million at this contest, and like you never like get to actually keep the money. They always have to be strung along and never actually get to like hold on to any of their finances. Very much so. All in all, your family owes Project W a sum of 356,000 G. 356,000 G? We're screwed, Dad. That's bankruptcy town. Population us. Kremen, please. Don't you think it's a bit too much? Truth be told, most of that came from you asking us to shed light on the functionalities locked away in your support robot and the Valstork. Yes? Those have a lot of protections in place. Analyzing them will all but crash GGG's main computer. Meaning this is your fault, Dad. We'll be okay, Kazuma. All we have to do is work this debt away. Indeed, by estimates, it'll take just about half a year of Project W work to abate it. No, that's such bupkis. Okay, we've got some story gameplay digression here because we made like a quarter of that in this one mission. We could just fight a couple of days and we'll be fine. Naturally, GGG will now cover all forthcoming food, maintenance, and housing expenses. The gist of it is that we'll be spending the next semester working, huh? Sheesh, this vacation sure is putting us through the ringer. Chief Taiga, incoming call from Secretary General Rose, approvals hotline. Oh, Rose, yeah. Secretary General, as in the top dog of the new UN, must be very important if she's putting in a voice-only call. Bring her up on speaker. Futaro, we have an emergency. The Security Council has just approved a large-scale operation to retake the orbital ring. That's insane! The Alliance Army doesn't have the means to repel the Radom. And yet, they're going for it. They must have finished their little surprise. I imagine securing Nurgle's help gave Alliance HQ a major confidence boost. They likely inspired the UNSC to take action. The operation is set for tomorrow. What the hell? So all that was just them gearing up for this crap? Well, I must concede that reclaiming the orbital ring is important for humanity. This is still extremely imprudent. You must act, or who knows how many lives will be lost. Understood. We'll dispatch Project W Strike Force into space ASAP. Once there, we'll do everything we can to help the injured. Please do, Kotaro. The Army's foolhardiness may cost humanity dearly if left unchecked. Just what is the Alliance thinking, fighting the Radom with their crappy units? That's the Alliance for you. Anything goes, so long as it benefits the right people. As Project W begins to take flight, the corruption in the military grows more and more. Bless, you have to set off right away. Take Vata into space. And our first job's to wipe the Alliance butts for them. Give me a break. Sick. Well, that was a lot of fun. We ended up going super long because I'm pretty sure that cutscene took us a half hour to get through. That was like a half hour of reading. I'm pretty sure we ended the actual gameplay at 8:20. Oh, thank you all for sticking it out. I hope things got really chopped up. I hope I can get this answered. I think at this point I will just do preps on Sunday because we're already so far past time. But that was an absolute blast. I hope there's more stuff that requires me to plan like that. It wasn't so hard that I just got instantly wrecked. That was definitely my own fault, and I feel like I could have played around it better. Yeah, just very good. Very good. I'm definitely enjoying my time with W. This has been a lot of fun. But that'll wrap things up for me for today. No stream tomorrow. We're still doing the every other schedule. I know I said I was maybe going to toy around with going every Friday, but I think I still need the time off to get everything squared away. Then yeah, we'll be back to W on Sunday, and then Monday will be GC. We didn't have a stream on last Monday because my internet was just so trash. So that update that I'm making to the GC generics is still forthcoming. We'll do that then. And that'll put us on schedule. And like I said, and then as we said in the middle, was it on this stream? I don't remember what stream it was part of. I don't remember this got broken up. But Tekkaman Blade, the first 6 episodes are now fair game for the next week of stream. We'll be talking about those whenever we have some downtime. So please come prepared with some thoughts. I'm looking forward to having a sort of background group rockin'. It'll be fun. To be fair, this is a long map without the replay and the lag. I mean, that is true. Yeah, this is definitely a pretty big chunky mission. This does sort of feel like the first actual real mission we had to do. A lot of the other ones before felt decently easy. Maybe the other exception being the one where we had to kill Koji. Yeah, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I am just looking at the time and going, oh, gracious, we haven't been here for a while. It doesn't help that my streaming software just doesn't have the time correct. But thank you for being here live. I really appreciate you sticking with it through this whole of it. It definitely made it a lot better for me. And if you're in the VODs, thank you for watching. I appreciate you jumping back and forth across all of these different groupings. You're a real trooper for sticking with me. So hopefully if I do not see you on Sunday live, I will catch you in tomorrow's VOD for another episode of Alpha. Other than that, make meaning out of the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you all later. Goodbye.